Okay, before I start this lamb video, I just want to do this really quick. Give you a couple of metrics that a lot of people ask about a lot of times on these videos. The lamb itself is a 36.7 pound lamb. It took 5 hours and 20 minutes to cook it. I used about 55 pounds of charcoal. I used Kingsford briquettes. A couple of split logs I used as well. Not too many though, maybe 2 or 3. And that was pretty much for my fuel source. I used about 25 to 30 lemons. And I guess that's it. The stuff that people ask. The lamb ran me $120 if you're interested in what it cost. And then your various other ingredients that you have to put in there. Probably 40-50 cloves of garlic, 2 onions, and then some rosemary and the oregano. So that's the kind of metrics on it. If you got any other questions, feel free to drop me a line and I'll answer it. Alright, we're going to cook this lamb on the spit today. Just want to show you how the lamb comes packaged, where I get it from, and I'll explain to you a little bit later how I get it. I already started unpacking it, but you can see it basically has this cotton like sleeve over it, the whole thing. It's wrapped really tight, and then underneath it's got plastic in it, or wrapped in plastic. Okay, this is the spit we're going to be using. This is the grill. You have to excuse the condition of the deck. I got a bunch of stuff I need to send out to bulk trash, and my wife is supposed to be getting some mattresses today for the kids, so I'm waiting for her to get those before I send this stuff out. But that's what we're going to use. It has a big bar. You'll see when we set it up, but it has a big bar that goes across the top, and a motor on the end. Put the lamb on there, obviously. This is our lamb. This is what she looks like naked. We're going to get it fixed up in a second. Alright? Take a good look at her. See on the table there, we got some lemon. I got a salt box there with some kosher salt in it. I got a pepper shaker, some olive oil, and some kitchen twine. And we're going to need all of that. And of course, I got some Heineken because it wouldn't be right to try to prepare this lamb without a cold beer close at hand. In fact, that would be like cooking malpractice, I'm almost sure. So I'm going to start by rubbing the inside. And by the way, I've cooked many lambs over the years, spit roasted lambs, over the spit fire, and I perfected this process that I'm going to share with you. Okay, not really. I've never spit roasted a lamb over a grill like this. I just got the grill like a couple of weeks ago. All I've done is some ducks and a goose. So the truth is, I don't know what I'm doing, but I have watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and I'm not relying on any specific video, so I won't give you a name of them. I didn't pay attention. But I watched a bunch of videos, and I read some stuff online, and I'm going to half experiment, and we're going to see what's happening. And then tomorrow, if you ask me again, I'll be able to say yes, I'm an experienced whole lamb roaster or cooker. Alright? This lemon, I'm going to rub on the inside. I got this from a guy. Again, I can't remember the name of the video, but he was an older guy. I think he was actually Greek. He was in America, but I think he's actually a Greek guy. And he had a really good video. If you just put in, spit roasting whole lamb, it'll come up. I think it was like #1. He had like almost 700,000 views. Excellent video. Kind of charming because the guy was kind of older guy, but he was really into what he was doing, and it was fun to watch him. I like to watch anybody cook, to be honest with you, who enjoys what they're doing. Because cooking is cool. Cooking is what it's about. Eating is what it's about. You know? So I rub this down really good on the inside. I just use 1 lemon on each side. I'm going to use some lemon and rub down the outside with the whole thing. I got these lemons from like a wholesale place, so you can go get you some and get you plenty of them. I got a whole bunch of them in the house because I'm also going to use them for my basting sauce. You don't want to run out. Lemons can be expensive. I don't know where you live at, but around here it's like $3 for 2 lemons or $2 for 3 lemons, which is you just buy them from the grocery store. I don't know, it seems to me like that's a lot of money for lemons. So I go to this depot where you can get like a whole big bag of lemons for $6. Probably 25 lemons in there. Alright. Pretty lamb. She'll be even pretty when she's spinning around on that grill for 5 or 6 hours. I like lamb because it's such a good meat, you know, it's so different. So, I didn't grow up on this stuff. My mother never cooked lamb. We ate hamburger and hot dogs when I grew up because we were poor. So, it wasn't on sale at the grocery store, we didn't eat it. So I kind of came late to the idea. In fact, the neighborhood I lived in, nobody knew what a damn lamb was when I was a kid. You couldn't find a lamb if your life depended on it. All right, I guess I should have opened this before I got my hands all messy. The lemons. Put some olive oil. Rub down the inside with olive oil. Coat it pretty good on the inside. You know, just the idea of cooking a whole meat, kind of what I like about it, kind of a romantic idea, not romantic in the sense of relationship romantic, but romantic in the sense of picturing what it was like to live back in the day. When people did stuff like this, not as a fun exercise to go out on your deck and do it, this is actually how people live. I think it's really cool. They lived it back in that time and had to make your way on, kind of in the real world, sort of. You can go kill your own lamb and then cook it up. I'm all about that kind of stuff too. You got kosher salt. Sprinkle plenty of that on the inside. All right. Flip them over so I can get some on this side. Big lamb. This is a 36 point some odd pound lamb. Somewhere between 36 and 37 pounds. Alright. I got a really big onion that I quartered. I got garlic, whole cloves of garlic. I'm going to put a couple of these in here. 1 or 2 of them. 1 or 2 cloves. That's all you need. 1 more clove. I got some rosemary. Just a little bit. Actually, I got plenty of rosemary. I'm going to stick that in there. It's going to be good. Rosemary goes well with lamb, by the way. So does ginger. If you've never cooked lamb, rosemary is excellent. All right. Okay, I've already made my first rookie mistake. I sewed it all the way up without putting the spit on it. Putting the spit through it. You can get the spit through there with it sewed up, but what you can't do is get this spine brace on there, which you need to put on so it doesn't flap around on the spit once you got it on. So, all right, folks, I'm back. As you can see in the battle between me and this lamb, I won, goddammit. And this lamb is on that spit and tied up, and she looks good. Very, very good. Let's take a closer look. So we got the pole in there on the good. Got it tied up good. I'm gonna lose a couple cloves of garlic in that little hole, but that's as close as I can get in the eye. I guess that little part of the battle of the lamb maybe did win. This is that spine brace that I was telling you about, so you can see that. You can see it there. And that's braced on the inside is where I screwed it in with those bolts, and that's going to hold that spine, hold the middle of that lamb to the spit while it's spinning around. All right, so let's throw this back on the tripod, and then what we're going to do is get the outside seasoned, get the fire going. It's going to be on. All right, we're going to do the same thing out here. With the exception out here, we're going to put some pepper also. Let's hit that lemon again really quick. We hit it with lemon once already. Let's run it over real quick. One time. See that? That's nice. Let's get some of this extra virgin olive oil and get that on there. Oh, she's lovely, she's lovely, she's lovely. This is my thing, man. If I was rich, I'd retire right now and cook every day. Just for the hell of it. I cook, I don't even have nobody eat the food. I go find some people walking up and down the street and give it to them. I just like to cook. In fact, my neighbors don't know it yet, but they're going to be eating this lamb later. I'll find them outside. It's a good day, they'll be out there. And I'm going to take it out there and make them eat it. And they'll love me for it. But that's what I do. Alright. Gonna hit this side. Call some family members. Somebody come over here and eat it. I cook just for the hell of it. Because I enjoy it. It's therapeutic. I got a high stress job. Sometimes I just want to relax. I like to cook. And I like to ride my motorcycle at ridiculously high speeds. And that's my joy in life. Everything else about my kids and my family. But you gotta have a little something for you. For me, it's cooking, motorcycle. And cigars, but I need to get those out. Let's hit this with this last lemon. Olive oil. I'm not going to use ginger on this. Maybe I'll put some on there while it's roasting, but I'm not going to do it right now. Leg of lambs, I always use ginger. I don't think I got enough ginger to put it on this damn. Well, maybe I do. I don't know. I might have some bulk ginger in there. Maybe I'll go. There you go. I meant to get my damn apron. Unless I get this shit on me. My cooking apron I got. Kosher salt on this side. Plenty of salt. Hit it with some pepper. Why? The salt and pepper are happy together on any dish. Bam! Look at that. That's sick. Ooh, that is sick. So let me get this thing covered up. Get this fire going. We have it on the spit. I'm gonna get back to you. We're getting the fire going. You just let it. We're gonna let that burn off, obviously. Let the lighter fluid burn off, and let it burn down to the coals till it gets gray and coals get going good. We'll get back to you when it's close to time to get it on there. Alright, YouTube, so we got it up there. Me and my son just put her up there. You can see she looks good. She right where she want to be. She's enjoying herself. Sunbathing. We're going to let her catch a tan. I think this is going to take about, I don't know how long it's going to take. 5 or 6 hours, I think. Now I'm going to come out here and I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be basting it with. I got a couple things I'm going to work it over with, but as we go through this. Alright? We're on the way. A couple things I'm going to use on her to keep her right while she's going is this basting concoction right here. This is olive oil. It's a bunch of squeezed fresh lemons, lemon juice. I don't know how many I did, probably 6 or 7 lemons. Good amount of olive oil. As you can see, there's some fresh oregano in there and a whole bunch of garlic cloves. So I'm just going to be dipping the brush in there periodically. I'm going to say probably every half an hour to an hour at least. I'm going to hit it maybe every half an hour. Maybe every hour for that, because then I've got this right here. And this is 8 ounces. This is a 24-ounce squeeze bottle, and it's divided equally among 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of Leon Perrin's Worcestershire sauce, and 8 ounces of freshly squeezed lemon juice. So I'm going to be constantly spraying it with this too, as well as basting it with that. All right. Still way early. Just really getting it on here. But you can see already it hasn't even been on here a good half an hour. You can see already it's starting to get juicy. Alright, I'm going to get the first baste on it. It's been on there just shy of an hour. So this is the olive oil with the lemon. garlic, and the oregano. Oh, I'm gonna change the pan. You see, obviously, the olive oil. Got the thing flaming up a little bit. That'll die down. All right. Whoa, whoa. Then we're going to hit it with a little bit of the lemon, water, and Worcestershire sauce spray. And you can see that fire dying down already from the olive oil. It burned off real quick. So we don't worry about that so much. Alright, there we go. We're coming along. We're coming along. See that? That's really nice. Going along really well. Still got a long way to go. We're about an hour and a half in. Great, come on, hit it with the spray again. And that's what we got so far. Just add a little bit of fresh charcoal on there. Put some wood on here. Just to get a little bit more smoke out of it. Looks good. Alright, so we've been on for 2 hours now. Just over, well, no, about 2 hours. I'm going to say just over, but now it's about 2 hours exactly. But you take a good look at it. See, you're starting to get some decent browning on there. Look at that. That's pretty. Alright, that flame you see is because I just threw some wood chips on there. That'll die down in a minute because you don't want a constant flame going on and just burn the meat on the outside. That'll die down. It's not a big deal. But look at that. So that's what you got so far. Let's put a little bit of spray on there. Keep that thing moist. Look at that. That's the Worcester, that water and that lemon juice. See that? Keeps it right. And you can see here people talk about the skin starts to pull apart on it. And you can see that happening. It's not the skin. This animal was skinned a long time ago. It doesn't have any skin. It's all muscle and fat. So you can see the outer edge of the muscle starting to break and stretch, and the fat starting to break and stretch. And that's good. That's part of the cooking process. You can also see something. Look here. You see little areas where you got fat just bleeding out of there as it renders out. You know what I mean? Little areas right here. If you can see that. Right here is one. Right here is one. Where it's just bursting through the surface. Those aren't even areas that I punctured on the lamb. It's just where it's bursting through the surface of the lamb as that fat starts to, and that juice and that, you know, that fat is good. It gives it flavor. But it starts to render out and run down the lamb. You can see that happening. That's good. So we had to, this wasn't tied earlier. I had to tie these in there onto the pole because it started to shift a little bit from the spit. So we tied those forelegs down. But otherwise, we haven't had any problems. I had one issue with I had to tie this a little bit tighter to keep my garlic from falling out. My original lemon had fell out. The garlic started to fall out, so I stuffed a new lemon in there to keep the garlic from falling out. Other than that, we're good. Everything's good. All right? Peace. Get back with you. All right. It's looking real good. Real good. I'm about almost 3 hours in. About 2 hours and 40 minutes in. But I am starting to have a problem. And you can see it right here. So watch when this rotates. As it comes around on the bottom. You can see it right here. See how it shifted? It shifted. And the reason it shifted is because this lamb wasn't quite wide enough to get all the way on these tongs in the front. So the tongs are kind of marginally in the meat of the lamb. In fact, this tongue right here is sticking out. And this other one is barely all the way in there. And that's why I had tied these legs earlier. And then as it cooks down and this meat starts to render, those tongs are getting less and less grip. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I have to keep my fingers crossed and hope that it works out. I'm not sure what else I can do. It's too hot to take it off and reposition the prongs. I just got to keep my fingers crossed and hope that it holds up. But that's where we're at. It looks real good. I don't like the way it's shifting, but Like I said, I'm not sure I can do anything about it right now. All right, I'll get back to you about 2 hours and 40 minutes. We in. Just sprayed it with some more of the spray. Probably gonna baste it in about another 20-30 minutes with the olive oil concoction. And you see it's coming along real good. All right, take a look. We're about 3.5 hours in. We just basted it. Just hit it with the spray again. See, she's starting to look right. All right, again, we something like 3.5 hours in. And I'm gonna hit this thing with some ginger. Hit it with some ginger. And I think that's gonna be right. It's gonna be right, baby. Woo, she looks good. She looks way good. There we go. There we go. All right. I'll get back with you. I got ginger on my camera. Shit. Okay, so here you go. Here you go. What kind of all right, so we're about 4 hours and 40 minutes in, and she is a beast. I'm gonna give her a little bit more kosher salt. I just hit it with some more. I just hit it with some more of the marinade, of the basting. Look at that. She right. She right, baby. Bam. Just for good luck. She's right. She's right. She's right. She can't be wrong when she's so right. Look at that. 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 Look at that meat. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You can see also, this is how you know she almost ready too. And I don't have to have cooked the lamb before to recognize this. I'm gonna cook. This shit is falling apart. Look at all this meat strained now. It was tied together. It's coming apart like I talked to you about when I first was doing it. All this muscle is separated. It's very tender. This is bouncing more and more, but they held on for me. Look at that. Look at that. Well, you can't. And if you can smell this. By the way, I never mentioned this is an Australian lamb. And I don't know, every good piece of lamb I ever ate seemed like it came from Australia, so apparently they know what they're doing over there. But this thing is right. So I'm gonna give it probably another half an hour, 40 minutes, let it crisp a little bit more. It's a little bit under temperature, that should get it up to temperature. I'm gonna let it rest for a minute, and we're gonna have this thing right. I got some boiled potatoes in there, I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes. We got some other stuff going on. On the inside, I'm gonna have smoking the salmon. We're gonna put the salmon on the grill. Actually, it's already on there. We're gonna get that going really good, and it's gonna be right. It's gonna be right. All right, peace.
So that's how they did it in the old days. They just put it on the thing and
right.
Yeah, they just put it. They plugged it up into the.
Wait, what's that? That's metal. He's on that metal thing. It's a metal.
They plugged it up into Thomas Edison.
That's a spine brace.
Oh, okay.
So what happens
to hold
is,
it on?
yeah, so it don't flop around. So you see it screwed in
right.
to hold the middle of the lamb in there.
So nobody told you how to do that. You do that. You just know how to do it.
No, I watch YouTube videos. I mean, that's the key to everything these days.
You can find everything on YouTube.
Last look, YouTube is ready. At least I think it's ready. Well, it is ready. We'll see. But you got it. It looks good. I'm gonna pull it off. We're gonna let it rest for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna eat it. All right.
They added out water or what?
All right, there you go. It's all good. It's ready. We're letting it rest right now. It's gonna rest for about 15 minutes. Just took it off the grill. Got the spit off of it. But you look at that thing. Oop. Got caught up right there. You look at that thing. It looks right.
Huh?
The trash. Just the trash in the kitchen. I need to go out.
Oh, it needs to go on the deck.
Yeah. Let that rest about 15 minutes. We're gonna be right. All right. So I forgot to do the taste test last night, like I normally do. But I'll tell you that the lamb was really good. Whole lot of family was over. Everybody enjoyed it. It was really juicy. It was medium rare, but it wasn't pink. But they had all of the texture and flavor and tenderness of a medium rare piece of lamb. It was incredible. Most incredible piece of lamb I think I probably ever tasted. Really good. Really good. Thanks for watching.